suppose when Iland was about 3 months old, things just kind of got harder. I don't think Iland was on the 3-name list. I mean, I quite like the eland because it's like a mythical animal in the Khoisan culture. It's like a god. It's almost a symbol for them to transgress into different worlds. I don't know why, but the first 3 months I had so much confidence, but I kind of just lost it. For some reason, I started doubting everything I was doing. Like, at the time, I didn't realize that it was getting just worse and worse and worse. I was just getting depressed. I was afraid of living the day that lay ahead of me. It's like you have a cup and it's filled with love and you have a little bit to give to everybody, but mine was just empty. I needed to sweat out the bad stuff and I needed to clear my head and just be able to not think. I needed Derby. My little story in my head was like, you can't possibly do it. I'm not young anymore. I just kept going and I was completely hooked. It's more than just the skating, obviously. I needed the girls. The love that you can see between them, it kind of draws you into that and it draws you out of yourself.
What is derby? It's a contact sport that predominantly women play on roller skates, old school quad skates. But what's really fantastic about it is that because it's such a female sport, and it took us a really long time to get here, but like we've done really well.
I'm gonna hijack your love. I'm gonna set your mind free, baby. Come on, take it easy on me, 'cause I love you, baby.
What I'm really looking forward to is the first ever bout in Cape Town. Everyone who is a part of this competition gets to say they're part of history.
Give me 2 straws.
Nice paint, man.
It's very difficult to explain it because you've been part of each other for 9 months. And I thought that I would know him, and I didn't. I couldn't derive any joy from my child or give him any joy. And I think a big part of what actually caused the depression is that I felt like I was grieving because somebody died, but it was me who died, my old self. And there were times when I lost it, and I would throw things around and scream and just slam the door, like I just keep slamming it like I want to pop this thing, and if it pops, it will be gone. I remember at one stage I realized that I want every day to be over. When you want every day to be over, it means that you really want your life to be over. You don't want to live it anymore. And yeah, that was what I was feeling most of the time. I have a few heroes. Terry is a great jammer, and Zani Redmist. And I have like awe for Nadine Dollface because she's got absolutely no fear. There's always a moment of hesitation before you impact. If you could just get over that and not like overthink the move, then you'd probably do it much better. And that's what makes Nadine great, because she doesn't have that hesitation. She just totally commits to whatever she's doing.
Shake it loose.
My roller derby name is Dollface. Doll, which is obviously what I kind of look like, and the face in Afrikaans, the fist, so it just means that it's a little bit tough. I just love being able to have wheels on the ends of my feet. I feel like Dollface. I feel like much stronger when I put my skates on. And that's when I forget about everything.
Nee, Nikki. Wie is daai? Dis Kitsie.
I got a lot of how he became who he is by watching him with Wim. But I lost his first year. I didn't see that. It didn't happen with me. He was very supportive right from the beginning.
Teken vir ons ietsie.
And I remember I was very jealous and I kind of hated him because he had such a great relationship with Ierland. But on the other hand, I was relieved, obviously, because if it wasn't for that, I don't know what would have happened to our unit.
Prior to joining Derby or starting Derby, I was fragile. I was a fragile person. I went through a bad relationship. The game is very rough. It definitely woke me up to being tougher. And yes, there is rules and you're not supposed to punch someone in the face, but it does happen sometimes. You also learn to fight back. It's a realization of, I am stronger than what I thought I was. It really grows people.
I think a lot of people would just throw up their arms and walk out, but he didn't. And Derby came into my life. The only reason why it fascinated me at that stage is because I had this image, the same as I suppose everybody else, is that it's this hardcore third wave feminist, tough girls, and it's a contact sport. In the meantime, I found out it was much more than that. It gave me a whole bunch of friends who are extremely supportive.
It's not about how many hits you take, it's about getting up every single time. That's what winning is about.
I think they kind of convinced me that I could actually open up and share. Every time I connected with someone, it was like there's a little bit more color coming into my world. So, yeah, they gave that. I don't think they even know that.
I'm one of the jammers. That means that I get to score the points for the team, which is pretty exciting. When the whistle blows, everyone pulls away. The jammers has to be faster than the blockers and they have to try and get through. The more times you pass them, the more points you earn.
I want to jam, and I'm going to jam. Well, the way I see it, it's much more commitment because the jammers actually have to be like serious athletes. It's a lot more physical work, like training that you have to put into it. It's a bit of a commitment, but I'd really like to do it.
Good job, guys.
Maar mijn kleur is belangrijk zeker.
Well, it's been kind of tough because derby takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of hours in the week, and it's odd hours, like 8 to 10 for 3 times a week.
Ja, die is opstart. En wie is hierdie?
We gaan nou pasta eten staan met gadgets gespeeld.
Doing. Doing. Doing.
Sometimes I feel kind of bad, and I know my husband is like a little bit jealous as well, because I leave him alone, and Elan's normally asleep by the time I leave, so he can't really go anywhere because the baby's sleeping. Determined, skilled, and will go all the way. Hanzo Steel. I'm an outside pack ref because I don't have the endurance yet.
The pressure is on. I'm nervous. I hardly sleep. I think I haven't felt this kind of pressure in a long time.
A lot of women in South Africa, they don't get to decide who they are or what they like or what they would want to do with their lives. It kind of just happens to them. I'm not on some kind of mission to save the world yet, but I do want to bring it under women's attention that it's fine and it's normal, it happens to some people, and just get help.
We have Dollface, captain for the Revenge.
Personal journey, it's almost like I was inside something that's closed, and very little by little, there's little cracks and light came through. Now I get to come out. You feel free, you feel like you're flying. Eland, the whole meaning to it, maybe he carries it somehow in his life. Maybe he can be some kind of messenger. Maybe he's been that already.